Hey everybody, Phantron here, and I have a special guest with me. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Justin Nintendo. I'll be here for the duration of most of these X games.
And he's going to help me finish the rest of these games that I should have had finished, I don't know, 2 years ago. So, we're going to take on Mega Man X2. I'm only going to be playing the intro level. He is going to be playing the rest of the game. I'm just going to keep that fucking clear. He's going to play this game to its perfection, to the T. He's going to have this game done. It excites me. So, go ahead and start it up.
And controller pass.
Alright. Now, it's weird. Originally, I had a partner with, on my channel, my cousin. I don't think you've met him. And, he was supposed to help me with all this stuff. He started, what was it, Final Fight for the Game Boy Advance. And then he started Final Fantasy VIII. He only got, what, like 6 or 7 parts of that done. And then he was just like, here, he was just gone. And I was just like, well, shit. So I've been holding down the channel ever since.
Yeah.
So, for me, this is actually, like, you know, with Black Beast Babe in there, she helped me out with that one, you know, with VR. And that's actually a full-fledged co-op. And then this one's, you know, this is different. I don't even have to play. This is actually really awesome.
Rolling commentary, mainly.
Mm-hmm. Which is perfect for me. These graphics used to be so revolutionary back in the day.
When they started having three-dimensional models and stuff.
What the hell did they call that little chip? Mode 7? Is that what they called it?
But X2 and X2 didn't have a Mode 7 chip.
X2 did not have the Mode 7 chip. What games had Mode 7?
Yoshi's Island. I remember that one for sure.
Final Fantasy 3? Was it 3 or 6? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter.
It would be 6 in the US. It was 3 here.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it would be 6 in Japan. That one did, I believe, the re-release of Star Fox had it.
Oh, love Star Fox. Fucking love it. No, Greed Biker Dude!
And he's gone.
God, this game. Love it.
Ready.
Dash. Oh, that's... I don't like the controls. I already fucking remember why I didn't want to play this. So are you going to go in a specific order of bosses? Do you have order?
Yeah, the way I'm going to play this game is I like to collect the items. Usually when I play, I start out with Crystal Snell and get the helmet upgrade first. However, I'm going to approach this one differently and start with Will Gator because you need the Gator Wheel to do pretty much everything in this game. It's that one weapon that unlocks everything else.
I see.
So I'm probably going to start out at Dinosaur Tank and probably get my ass handed to me a few times.
You might want to change these controls because the circle button, the X button is your jump, but your circle button is your dash.
Which is exactly how it was on the SNES, so that would be how I prefer to play it.
It feels so weird on PlayStation. I don't know. I usually wind up flipping my controls around quite a bit. Because I think I have my dash as triangle or R1 or L1.
No, you'll see that I play a little bit differently whenever I get into the game. What I'll have to get used to is having analog sticks in my way.
Yeah.
Because I usually prefer to emulate with a PlayStation 1 controller because it doesn't have the original PlayStation 1 controller because there's no analog sticks.
Oh, I forgot you can press tap forward twice on the D-pad.
Yes.
Oh, really? Why are they... Okay, I've noticed something. Is this just a staple of what the X-Series is all about? Giant robots getting, like, on the first stage?
Well, this one and the third, well actually they kind of all do after that.
Yeah.
The first one would be the only exception because of Vile and the right armor.
Yeah.
That's also the only one where you just flat out get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah, but that was teaching you that... Actually, I like the tone of the game, like how they said it. You were weak as shit, and then you become all-powerful, and then you can actually beat everybody.
Well, except for Vile. For some reason, even when you're at full power, his right armor is still...
Yeah, still fucking shit.
Which is funny because in X3, and not really to give any spoilers away, but I think it's kind of obvious, everybody knows that Vile returns. He's also in right armor then, and he's just flat out easy to kill.
Which, oh man, I don't even want to talk about anything X3 because I think there's one thing I did like about X3. One thing. And it was the multiple right armors that you have.
That is cool. I just hate that you have to get R before you can get the other three.
Mm-hmm.
The neutral armor. You have to locate where it's at before you can.
Is that still the same in this port? We are playing the PlayStation 2 port of the Mega Man X collection, so.
Yes.
So it's still the same. Wow, that's stupid. Because I heard with the chips that we were talking about, those you can actually pick one of them up and then you can switch them out. They won't.
Well, yeah, but you can't use any of them. You can pick the chipset, but you can't use any of them until you've collected the neutral, the one that's already exposed.
Ah, okay.
Which you get. Well, I won't go into it until we get there.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and save over that. I guess I did like attempt to play this, and I was like, okay, I beat one boss, I'm good.
Hi, doggies. And we have special guests in the room now.
Yeah, doggy's just chilling. Got Irene and Thor.
Alright, 8 stages. The weather control stage, which is one of my favorites. Robot Junkyard stage with Morph Moth, which is one of the strangest bosses Mega Man X has ever come up with.
Thought Wire Spark was weird.
Flame Stag. I call him Lame Stag for good reason. Central Computer stage, boss Magnus Centipede, one of my favorite stages and one that shows up a lot in this game.
Yeah.
The Energy Crystal stage with its boss Crystal Snell. This one is fun if you get his weakness because it's basically a game of keep away. The Dinosaur Tank stage with its boss Will Gator, and that's where I'll be going first.
I thought that was actually the coolest stage.
I love it because it looks like Rampage in the
Yeah.
background. Deep Sea Base stage and its boss Bubble Crab. This one has my favorite music.
Isn't it the one that they used in X5?
Yes, it's the one they remix in X5.
Oh, love
and the Desert Base stage with its boss Overdrive Ostrich, which is a pain in the rear end. But we'll get there when we get there. Starting off, Dinosaur Tank.
Oh, man. You know, what I've always questioned is why some of the original names for some of these, for the Mavericks, they should have kept them. For some of the,
Yeah, like for instance, I think this one, Flame Stag, was Flame Hynard, or something like that.
Yeah.
But some of them, like the first games, like Chill Penguin was kind of stupid sounding because it's Icy Pinguino in the Japanese, that's how it translates. Other names, Flame Mammoth, I don't exactly remember how it went.
I'm gonna have to wiki this shit real quick. Because wasn't Will McDuffin, like, his name was like fucking different.
Yeah, they all were. Like, for instance, Axel the Red is Spike Rose Red in the Japanese. There's actually a funny story about that. In X5, the creators of Guns N' Roses, one of their songs is used without license in Mega Man X3.
Yeah.
It's the song Michelle and its Neon Tiger stage. And they sued Capcom of America. So in the American version is Retribution. We'll come back for that Turbo Heart later. I just can't get it right now. In Retribution, they basically essentially said, well, here, we'll pay you off a settlement and we'll name 4 of the Mavericks after you in one of the upcoming games. So X5 US comes out. They change the names of Spike Rose Red, the Whale, the Beast, which they renamed Grizzly Slash, as in Slash the guitarist. Axel the Red is Axel, the lead singer. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I'm not even meant to be here yet, I don't think. Nope, I went the right way.
It looks like there was an extra life down there. Are you looking for, is this where you get the...
No, I'm proceeding in the level. I thought I accidentally went up the level to another thing, the X Center gate, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That's here. That's the exit of it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, it's just been a long time since I've played these. Like X4 or X5, 6, 7, and 8 are the ones that I've played recently. And when I say recently, I say like about 6 years recently.
Some energy. I'm gonna need it. Damn you.
Now,
X2 was one of my least favorites in regards to power-ups. You play X1, every enemy drops power-ups.
Yeah.
X2, they really limited the amount of power-ups, and it's actually nearly impossible to get the sub-tanks full.
Oh, wow.
Unless you know the little glitches, which there are 4 little glitch spots in some of the levels.
Okay. Well, if you want to show those off, please.
I will. Nope, you ain't getting no energy out of me. Screw off.
Now I noticed that some of the boss patterns in the older games
are very predictable.
they're very predictable, but the newer ones are kind of unfair.
X6 is a very good example of that. Commander Yamark is fairly easy, but some of the other ones...
Level design-wise,
X6
X6
is
is just
awful, and I'm
atrocious.
probably going to die here. Yeah. I'm probably going to get my first death out of Will Gator.
I think you can take them.
There he goes, spiking the levels.
Let's say Capcom fashion. It's not over till it's over. You got one little small beat of health, you can still win.
You would sneak that shit. Probably gonna shoot another one right there.
You know what I still question? Why the hell do we not have the game that bridges between the X series?
Oh, I forgot
shit.
about that spike on that wall.
How
I told you I was gonna die here. I need a full energy bar to take him on. I probably should have just went in my normal order. But if I went in my normal order, there would have been a lot of going back into levels.
Yeah, a lot of backtracking. No,
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, and it would be perfect. This is
Good.
less stuff that I have to.
First blood, bitch.
As soon as you were like, all right, we're backtracking. I'm like, okay, that's where I need to edit.
Well, I gotta backtrack to this stage twice anyway, so you might as well show it. Because the method to get that heart is ridiculous, because it requires not only the dashing boots, but the flame charge as well. So you gotta have both the leg and buster upgrades.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And you gotta have, you have to have beaten flame stack to get everything in this level.
And what game is it that where you beat certain Mavericks some stages actually change?
X1 has a lot of major stage changes. For instance, you beat Chill Penguin, the lava factory where Flame Mammoth is at freezes over. You defeat Storm Eagle, the airship crashes into the electric place, and yeah. X3 tried to bring some of that back, actually. There are several level changes in that. Like if you kill Blast Hornet ahead of time, you have to kill Blast Hornet in order to get the boxes out of the airport.
Okay.
Which is Gravity Beetle stage. And there's also, I don't remember which boss it is, to be honest, but one of them changes Blast Hornet stage. There's a very long interlude that's kind of stupid. That involves you having to wait on a bunch of boxes to be moved. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't hit him. There we go, right in your face.
Alright. Shit, that was damn near perfect. He only hit you once.
Yeah, hit me with a wheel.
Yeah, you know what? I think the one thing that I kind of like about the newer X games versus these ones right here is that they give you shit to get out of some really ridiculous shit. But then
Yeah, like 4, the Nova Strike, 5, 6, the Giga Attack.
But shit, I mean...
Well, the Giga Armor in 5 is a beast.
But even then, you won't even... Technically, you don't even have to use it. You know, you actually don't need it, but you can use it.
Yeah, well, they give you that option because in X5 and X6, you don't even have to gather the armors. You can use the previous game's full-bodied armor. X5, you can use 4th armor, and then, or Force armor is what a lot of people call it as well. Or Force armor, maybe, because it's the first one they call it the light armor. Go here, he'll kill me. Probably once or twice. But
I think you can take him.
Overdrive Ostrich is it's if I can figure out how to dodge those things he shoots up in the air.
I was gonna say that was actually the first boss I went and took on when I did my playthrough, or not my playthrough, my little just to test out the game and see if the game worked.
Yeah.
And I beat him. It didn't take that long. Oh wait, what about that thing up there?
That is useless at this point. That goes to the X Center stage or the X Center battle stage, which you'll see where that is momentarily. Because one more boss and they'll be unleashed.
Oh man.
Alright, let's get that one down. Let's go ahead and crash into that just to get it out of the way.
What's the purpose of that? Because I've always heard just like...
It makes the wind really weird, and I don't know. I don't like it. So
I would say it doesn't really...
I like being able to see. Yeah.
It's just a matter of preference, I suppose.
Damn it. That's how you get that life up there.
Oh, okay. I saw what you're doing. You pretty much just got that jump, and it's perfect.
I have yet to figure out how to get that without dying. I think you use the bubbles, because I think that's what gives you invulnerability in this game, but I'm not 100% certain.
Can't you dash to it?
Yeah, but you have to also have the flame charge. And then you gotta be careful, because you gotta make sure not to hit the spikes in the wall.
Yeah.
But I think the bubbles, with the charged version of bubbles, give you invulnerability, similar to what the Chameleon Sting does in the first one, as a charge shot. So you can travel through spikes.
It's pretty much this is how we're going to be doing the entirety of the X series, and then eventually I'll move on to the Zero series, and then backtrack to the Classic series, because...
Yeah, that's usually difficulty's the way to go. X is the easiest, Zero is probably the next hardest, and then the Classic series is like, what the crap?
Yeah. For the life of me, I think the only Classic Mega Man game I've ever beat, which is probably what most people have always beaten, is 2. I've beaten 2 so many times. I play that game all day.
Do you know one of the levels in this game remixes, or no, wait, I was thinking one of the levels in this game was remixed from the, Dr. Wily's second stage, I believe, is remixed as one of the stages here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the X Center stages.
Pretty bad.
And then and I don't remember if it's the same stage or the second one is also reused as Gates Laboratory in 6th.
Yes. And fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck his stage. Hate everything about that fucking stage. You know what's weird? During my entire battle with this guy, he didn't do those things. He would just run back and forth, and then he would jump up in the air and do that, that stupid attack that he does.
I like to do that because it gets him out of the way and makes it a lot easier. It gets more of a prediction. You see, he runs out. You run off stage.
And then
He runs in the background and then falls pretty much where you're at.
Which is pretty good.
Oh, I dodged it. Yes, that's usually the one thing I can't stand is when he does that stupid jump kick thing, because he kicks the shit out of you.
But at least they're not pits or spikes or anything like that.
But I knew that was gonna hit me.
Oh, you got this. You got this guy. You got
Come on,
this
do another
guy.
one. I can dodge these in my sleep. In your face.
See, you were worried about getting killed by him. See, I haven't played X2 in like forever. This is the first boss I went after.
Oh, hell, I'm rusty for a change. But, because I have these on my computer at home, but I haven't been able to play because I don't have a controller anymore.
But you're shaking the rust off, though.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so I would have shown that off, but I don't like that animation anyway.
Here's my question. Has anybody ever shocked that Sigma's at the end of all of these games?
No. Although the revelation in 8 that Sigma's not the main villain, it's Lumine, is stupid. Because you see Lumine, you actually see Lumine for the first time in 6.
Yeah.
Lumine is in the background of Infinity Mahihan stage. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Affinity Maginian, I believe?
Yeah, something like that. I was assuming it's, being Japanese, that the J would be silent. But...
So okay, here's my question. Because see, I'm always coming at the X series from the Zero series standpoint. Where the fuck are all these characters? Like Dr. Kane, who the hell is that? Is he like fake ass Dr. Light?
No, Dr. Kane is a research scientist that followed the work of Dr. Thomas Light. Remember, Dr. Light created first the original Mega Man. And then he upgraded Mega Man and gave him the capacity to think for himself and make his own choices. Unfortunately, he didn't think that the world was ready to take on this new type of robot. A Reploid is what he named it. Yes, so he locked him in a time capsule for 100 years. 80 years after Dr. Light died, and about 20 years before X was supposed to wake up on his own, Dr. Kane finally found the research laboratory. He was already an old man. He'd been looking for this research laboratory for years, and met X. And doing so, basically he made a carbon copy of X and invented this whole other culture of Reploids. He invented Sigma. He invented all the most of the Mavericks for like the first 2 or 3 games were created by Dr. Kane.
My question is, where the fuck is he for the rest of the damn series?
Dr. Kane is involved up till X4.
Yeah, where is he at after that?
Have you ever seen Maverick Hunter X?
Oh, like the animated series thing? Or?
No, Maverick Hunter X is a remake of the first Mega Man X for the PSP.
I need to play it because
there is an OVA you can unlock the first time you beat the game called The Day of Sigma.
Oh, I saw that. I think I saw that on YouTube. Okay.
If you look, Dr. Kane is in poor health. He is old. He is extended. He's actually this they show him on a cane walking. So this kind of ruins the continuity because in that one they